Hello everybody, my name is Dodie. Are you needing a better way to organize your nail wraps instead of photo sleeves? I'm going to show you an excellent way to ensure your wraps are easily organized, protected, and quickly accessible. I'll also share with you the process and why this works better for my needs. Perhaps this will work for you too. So why change? This is how I used to store my wraps. The only problem is they're top loading. And they would always fall out when I would flip through the book. And it was a constant struggle when I got new wraps to move everything around, to adjust everything by one component or reorganize it. I mean, this is great to put wraps in. I didn't like the functionality of it. I'm more of a pile look through. So I am discontinuing these. I thought about using for stickers, but again, I'm running the same problem. I need something smaller to flip through. You know, this was too big to flip through, and I want something small I can bring with me that's seasonal, or I can just flip through real quick and kind of move it out of the way where I'm doing my nails instead of having a big old book to look through. It served its purpose, and I thought it was going to be good, but you know, you learn what's functional for you and what doesn't work, so these don't work. Too big, too cumbersome. Repurposing storage. Okay, so I have this thing that I use for storing videos and movies in. It's like a card catalog type apothecary that I got on Amazon years ago. This is Editing Dodie. I do not recommend this product based on current reviews on Amazon, but I did put a link so you can check it out if you want to look at the specs and maybe find a similar product. I've removed all the movies, and now I'm going to use this as nail art storage. So I took all of my wraps out of my folders, and I put my wraps in these drawers. The problem is I need to get them organized and group them by, seasons probably, and transparent. So these are all my wraps. Let's organize my wraps. I have 10 of these containers, and I was able to get all my transparent wraps and then to these two. So now that I have them in here, they will fit there. Okay, I got them organized. So how did I end up organizing them? I first of all decided to do, these are my pedicures. I took them out of the box. I wanted them in a container. These are my universal nail wraps. These can be used any time of year. They're not seasonally specific. I can wear them anytime. They're full coverage wraps. They're not transparent. In this box is my universal transparent wraps. I can wear these any time of year. They're not specific to a certain day or holiday or anything like that. And then I have in here seasonal nail wraps. So these are wraps that say they're spring, they're summer, they're fall, they're winter. They're actually themed seasonally to me, or they're a holiday like Halloween, Christmas, Valentine's Day, rainbows, spring, Easter, things like that. So flowers are very specific to me for spring. So these are ones that feel more seasonally appropriate for the month or for the holiday. And the difference between that and, again, this set is these can be worn anytime. They're not specific to any season. It doesn't matter when I pull them out. I can wear them no matter what the occasion is. I can wear it on Christmas Day if I wanted to because it won't clash. So I have these separated by season. So this, for instance, is fall. And what fall encompasses is Halloween, fall, pumpkins, anything that feels autumnal, or a holiday that falls in, like Thanksgiving, Halloween, things like that. That's what this box is for. Then the next season is winter, and this encompasses the winter holidays as well as winter themed ideas. So Christmas, snow, wintry, Valentine's Day. That's what's in this one. And then we have spring. This is spring. This is March. This goes from March, April, May. So these are flowers, spring colors, rainbows, Easter, St. Patrick's Day, things like that. And then my last box is summer. Things that scream summer to me. Very colorful, rainbow, swirls, bright colors, sparkly colors, anything that would feel inappropriate to wear any other time but the summer. So that's how I put these in here. Yeah, I think I like the way these are organized. Yeah, I like it. I even went through and organized my nail wrap singles. These are ones that are themed, and these are ones that are universals. Labeling. I just got finished labeling them too. So pedicure, winter, spring, summer, autumn. And over here in this box I have, these are my universal full coverage wraps. These are my pattern full coverage wraps. Then when it has a T on it, I know these are transparent, and I have those in two categories. Universal transparent, any time of year can wear. Seasonal transparent overlays. I'm typically going to wear those during specific seasons. And then I did empty that box. I got everything organized and put away. There's only one thing I didn't get put in a box, and that is my Dashing Diva Halloween one. I don't have any plastic to sit it in to file it away, but that's fine. That is the only one I don't have in a place. Results. Looky, looky. They're organized. Yay. How will this work for me? Okay, let's say, why did I put these in these boxes? Well, one is if I know I painted my nails and I want to put on a transparent overlay, and I want something universal that it's not seasonally influenced. So I'll pull out my universal transparent wrap box, and I can bring it over to where I'm doing my nails. I like flipping through them so I can take a look at, I don't know, I like to kind of flip through them quickly, see which ones I want to use. See, some of them I have duplicates of. And when I'm done, I found my wrap that I want to use. So I want to use this wrap, which I think I will use this wrap because I'm not a fan of this wrap, and I want to put something on this hand while I'm doing a treatment on this hand. I'm going to pull that out and finish that wrap up. It's not a favorite, so and so I'll put the ones I've had yet to use on the top. Well, not yet to use, but these are the ones I want to use up. And then I could just put that back in my drawer. Let's add some new wrap purchases to boxes. I like to purchase from Lillian Fox, and I got some transparent disco dots, which I know I'm going to use a lot of. I'm tempted to go back and get more, but this right here is 6 manicured, so, and I don't need more. So I'll file these away in my universal transparent box. Those can go in there. Close it up. Good to go. I also bought these dots. I love this color. I'm going to make 2 manicures out of this one. One red, one blue. They always give you a file and a stick. And then I got these. I thought this was pretty. I love that glitter on top. These are just beautiful. I love the color story of these. This would be hard to do for nail art and time consuming, and I want to do this one. Same thing with these. I was like, how would I do these kind of dots? And I just fell in love with this color, so this would be a great one for fall. This one's almost like fall flowers. This feels very retro 70s. Is this seasonal? No, this is all year. So I'm gonna put this in my all year wraps, and this in my fall wraps. This is in my, these would be both universal because I wear these all year. They're pretty. I would even say this is universal. So I would put these in my universal patterns. This in my universal, no patterns, because it doesn't really have patterns, just glitter, a glitter topper. And this in my fall full coverage wraps. So here I have patterns, full coverage, and these are universal. So I'll just stick these in here. I have a universal full coverage here. That's why I would put these. I put these as universal full coverage. And then these are my fall wraps. And then I'll just file these in here with my other fall wraps. These wraps feel like fall to me. So, I know, and you'd think I'd have more of these. But yeah. So I'll put these back in the drawer, and that's pretty much how I like to do the nail wraps. Now I opted not to use many photo albums. I used this photo album to store my pedicure wraps in. The one thing I didn't like about it was it was still top loading and the wraps would still slip out. The other thing was if I had this filled with wraps, it was just too thick, too big, and it just didn't work for me. So what's important is if you decide to get photo albums, make sure you can load them from the inside and not top loading so that way they don't slip out. Otherwise, I think it'd be fine. Going back to the 3-ring binder, I didn't like how they slipped out of the binder. That was so frustrating, in addition to it slipping out of the top, in addition to having to reorganize every time I got new wraps. It just wasn't an easy process, and the book was so big. Now, if you get a photo album or photo sleeves, make sure that you can put the wraps in from the sides and not the tops, or along the edges, because you don't want those wraps to slip out. So if you find you a photo album, make sure you can load them that way. Some storage information and ideas. In the description box is a link to the photo boxes that I use, but this is also the same brand, and they have a storage box with 18 photo cases. So if this product is something that is appealing to you for your wraps, this is a great option. If you don't want to go through Amazon, Michael's, and probably some other hobby stores will have photo box storage units, and you can get them in different colors. You can get them in clear, you can get them in black. This is a great option if you have, you don't have a storage place for it. If you have a room under your bed, or in a closet or on a shelf, this is a great option. Now, I also spent some time researching storage options for my wraps before I settled on using my storage unit and retrofitting it for the wraps and for all my nail art. So here is what a photo box looks like that someone else did and how they organized it. Might give you some ideas. Some people use a photo album with tabs. That might work for you instead of using my system. Here is a photo album where it's inside loading, which is good. You can also use a photo box with index dividers. That'd be perfect on a shelf and it would be hidden. A couple nail wrap stores also offer photo albums you can check out. One is Embrace Your Style Nails, and you can also check out Lovely Hello for some photo albums. This one is nice because it will cover extra large nail wraps that they offer in their site. Now, I love to do Reddit. I do nail wrap storage Reddit to get some Reddit results. I scroll down and I like to look to see what other people use for their nail wraps. Guess what? That's a wrap. I hope my video helped you with some storage ideas for nail wraps if you came here to watch this. And let me know in the comments how you store wraps. It will help other people that's watching this video to get some other ideas as well. Thank you so much for watching today, and if you made it to the end, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you part of my YouTube channel. I appreciate you watching. Have a great day. Bye.